ever wondered who you really are? So you've had all this laughter and fun so far, and now we're going to go deep, folks. We're going to go really deep. Who are you really? Now, you might think you're your role. You've probably got a long list of those. I'm going to go through a few of them in the moment. The things that you do in life, the things that people call you, the things that people address, say to you when they address you. Lots of different roles you've probably got in your family. Mum, dad, brother, sister, daughter, son, perhaps a grandparent in this room. Don't worry, you don't have to admit to it tonight. And you might have some roles at work. There might be some things people call you to your face. There might be a few others that call you behind your back. But you have some roles at work. You might be the manager. You might be the copywriter. You might be the person who builds the websites. You've got some roles in life. But that's not who you really are. There might be a few of these things. You're the person who goes to the gym. The person who pays the bills and goes to work. You might be the mother. You might be the person who just goes to a lot of meetings a lot of the time that you wish you weren't at. You might be the person who makes the dinner. There's lots of different roles, but that's not who you really are. You might have some labels that you have. Some of them might be ones that everybody else is aware of. Some of them might be some of those labels that you just have inside your head. Unfortunately, these are some of the roles, some of the labels that many of us have. We may have been given them by some well-meaning professional, or we may have given them to ourselves. There's a lot of that about at the moment, but the good news is that's not really who you are. You might think that you're that voice inside your head. I call mine Niggly Nelly. And what I tend to do with her now is pop her in the corner with a gin and tonic. It tends to keep her quiet. But we've all got one, haven't we? That Niggly Nelly inside our head. There's a lot of stuff inside your head, have you noticed? A lot of noise, a lot of things that you say to yourself. Guess what? There's some really good news, because that's not who you are either. You're not any of your labels. Have you noticed how they change over time? That's how you know that's not who you really are. You're not any of those labels, because they fade and they disappear and they change. They're not permanent. All the things I've just been talking about, those roles and labels and that voice inside your head, are made of thought. Have you ever wondered where thought comes from? Why is it there? And what's it all about? It comes from your past, folks. It's all the stuff that you learnt when you were very small. The things people said to you, the mean names people called you, the things you picked up from the stuff around you, perhaps from the news, and even more so from the internet these days. I call that the dirt. Sorry to say, folks, but your thinking is the dirt. It's just a load of other people's stuff that you've picked up over the years. But the good news is you're not the dirt. Are you getting an idea about who you really are yet? Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging. You are going to find out. Who are you really? Somebody waiting for a slide to change right now, though. That's who you really are. You're a diamond. Underneath all those things that you think about yourself and other people think about you and call you and everything else is a diamond. Now you might be wondering why you can't see that, and this is why. Over the years, that diamond that you can see when you look in the eyes of a baby has just got covered over by the dirt I've been telling you about. It's got covered over by all those things that you've learned about yourself. None of them are true. Here's the things you really are. You're love. You're made of love. You came from love. And in any moment, you can feel love inside you. You're made of peace. That's in the diamond too. Even if you just feel your feet on the floor for a moment now and take a breath, you can feel that that peace is always inside you. And inside the diamond too is wisdom. Just take a moment to think about everything you've got through in your life, and especially in the last few years. Boy, it has been a bit crazy, hasn't it? But you got through it all. That's who you really are. Peace, love and wisdom. In fact, all we are is peace, love and wisdom, and the power to create the illusion that we are not. You are a diamond. You're not your thinking. That's who you really are. Thank you.